fell into this category. So this was very difficult from the Chinese Communist Party perspective, but it does not end there. Let me just take you through a few faces, and I'll tell you what they did. This is a small gang. This was the Monkey. This was Little Brother. This was Great C. This was Big Truck. And this was the Cook. And this was Liang. Liang ran the operation. It was in Changchun. One night, this gang seized, climbed up telephone poles across the city and cut the wires and replaced it with Falun Gong programming. So they were able to get a television transmission of Falun Gong programming to play on all 8 channels at prime time for 50 minutes. Now, they were, of course, caught. Actually, the interesting thing is what happened in the city. People called each other and said, you know, turn on your TV. And then they spilled out into the streets and began celebrating because a lot of people thought the Communist Party had simply fallen. You know, and well, they laughed probably too. They were all apparently laughing and having a great time. And then 2 hours later, the crackdown began. And of course, 5,000 practitioners were arrested. They were all caught eventually and all killed. Their pictures in prison were actually put out by the Chinese Communist Party. That's how we have them. They were put out to say, don't try this at home or whatever. And they also knew the West wouldn't bother to show these pictures. But to anyone, I mean, what's the point? Falun Gong practitioner in jail. Not news, but in China it was news, because the fact that the government was spending so much time on this made people very curious about those programs. What did they show in those programs? And that alone, that kind of rumors and so on, I would say sort of saved Falun Gong practitioners to fight another day in China, or maybe to even work out kind of a draw. And I think that's part of the problem. I mean, we're talking about sort of early 2002, 2003 in here, and that's really when we see, according to Kilgore and Modis, and my own witnesses, I do field work, but my own witnesses seem to agree with that, it's around that time where you start seeing this rapid acceleration of Falun Gong being harvested. So we have, you know, this is in better times, 1999, morning exercises in Dalian, and then people are transported into places like this, Shenyang Prison City. We have Guangzhou Prison, and where the red area is, where the buses would pull up every 6 months to take Falun Gong practitioners away for harvesting. In places like this. Actually, this is Liaoning province, that might have been a hall, but there's some evidence they were even brought up from there. A side note to this is if we look at Liaoning province, which is here, if we get a close-up of it, you can see down here in Dalian you have von Hagens, like a German doctor named Gunther von Hagens, who's running a plastination factory in the same hospital that's also organ harvesting Falun Gong. So these body shows that go around the world may likely have some Falun Gong bodies in them. We can't prove it. We need DNA. We need to take DNA samples of the actual exhibits to do this. But let's leave that aside as a sort of look through the looking glass point from now. And sort of just let's concentrate on something else. You know, we talked about Uyghurs being harvested.